Hello, everybody. It's me, Chad, back with episode 3 of Alan Wake Remastered. I'm going to record a little bit more of this tonight. We're going to do just episode 3, and then I'm going to record something else. So, I know I'm addressing you like this is live and you can respond and all that, but that's what we're doing tonight. We're going to do Alan Wake Remastered episode 3. And then go from there. So let's get into it. Let's not waste any time tonight.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't
Get
tell
a recap
anyone
in
except my agent
in case you haven't seen
Barry.
part 2 yet.
The killer. You're my best friend.
If you haven't seen part 2 yet, go back and watch part 1
The
and 2.
ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
To the trailer park.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out
Al
all
was kind of a
sorts
dick
of
last
interesting
episode.
stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI.
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff.
Excuse me.
Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice
Dude
girl.
on the radio wasn't
Always
supposed to tell
pays her
anybody.
rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and, get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out
The
to be
author?
a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers. Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
Randy's Dogs. Isn't that the place that the Stucky was talking about in the first episode? The Home Wrecker. Or not the Home Wrecker. That's the real place that has that. Hot dog, monster dog, belly burster. Yeah, that's Randy's. Home Wrecker's the hillbilly hot dog in West Virginia. Haven't been. I hear it's great.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook store. The
Scratching
Scratching
Hag.
Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
This guy's walk is painful to watch.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
That seems suspicious, Barry. kind of knock was that, Al?
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh.
How is Al so stupid? He doesn't realize that this isn't her normal speaking
Please,
cadence.
come in.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry!
Damn.
What? What?
Rose, you drugged us. How could we not figure out that you were, like, something was wrong with you?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
It was crazy.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jacker. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
It was like he was caught between watching himself on the TV and freaking out about her having this little altar to him behind her bed. Barry's still snoozing.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Cooking with corn. 72 tasty recipes.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
Yeah, now you realize
First
it.
refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
25 manuscript pages.
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime.
Of course.
I reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
It means the cops are coming. How did we get here? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, now I remember. We came this way.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. So just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get
talk to a
through.
therapist.
You're on KBF FM.
Hey, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I ain't the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep here, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had a, argument with Danny. You know, Danny and,
I think he's the guy that was in the prison, the jail cell, excuse me. Yeah, 25 thermoses. Do you have a flashlight and a gun, sir? Because monsters are gonna be. Hey, the cops
you're
are
gonna
here.
get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest!
Hemingway.
You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
Dude.
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Cool. I'm in the woods at night with no
I
flashlight.
hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Take it easy.
Quite the unnecessary escalation, to be honest. Excuse me.
There he is. There he goes. Okay, man. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
Like, under what evidence do they have that they need to shoot at me? I mean, I know they're cops, and they tend to be trigger happy in the real world. Come on. Come on, Al. You stop smoking.
He's gone. Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
Stop to read this.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Okay, so it's some sort of darkness that is sparked by artistry, creativity.
Search the area.
How are they going to account for the crushed cop car? You gonna think Alan did that? Darkness skin anymore.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
He wears a tweed jacket.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. But it was... Hey, come on. Sit down and give me that.
James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whip load of scotch about him, you know what I mean? Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever.
The Fed was drunk,
anyway,
huh?
Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get talking and take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh yeah, I'll bet it does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
Yep. There's the radio station. Like he said. Is there a flashlight or anything? I don't like running around unarmed. Unflashlighted.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
To the coal mine? Oh, that's right. That's where we needed to meet the kidnapper.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Hey, a thermos. Good over here.
main generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Button twice. I did it. I solved the puzzle. I gotta remember to move the mouse periodically because I don't want the screen to go to sleep and me not be able to monitor the recording. This game does absolutely love to take your weaponry and your flashlights away from you, though. Like, oh, you had 20 batteries at the end of the last episode? Well, now you're gonna start with 4. Or 5 in this case. The gate wasn't even real.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
I mean, sort of, yeah.
Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report, over. Team 2, come in. I need a report, over. Come on, guys, talk to me. Come in, please, over.
A gun would be better, but... Whew. Some kind soul left the flashbangs laying around again. At least they made sense when they were near the cop car.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
Kabiffum.
It's Bill Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Bill?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, it's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, helicopters buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
Alan, come on, man. You gotta be able to run better than this. Every time I hit A instead of B. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Lithium batteries are even better than regular batteries. Okay. Yeah, a clearer path would be helpful. Ha ha. Ha ha.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Got there, man.
Well, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why the cops bother with the trailer park.
What do you mean?
Where's the transfer with those shoes? I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in, folks. I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
so
it's
glad you
announced
could
to the
find
whole
the time
town
to do
that
this, Mr. Wake.
I'm here.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away
Dan
from
Brown.
me. Don't hurt it.
Whoa. Everyone calm
Stephen
Put the
King.
gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free.
Yeah, I
marched
called
out.
him when
His
they
cheeks burned with rage and
introduced the
humiliation.
concept of Nightingale in one of these manuscript pages. I called him the anti-Dale Cooper, because that's definitely what he seems to be. He's like, I hate the trees and the coffee. Alright, we gotta get to that. Turn the light on. There we go. Now it's game time, motherfuckers. Doing your bullshit. Shadow-based shenaniganry is over now. straight. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. The moon really could be more helpful to my cause here. The amount of light it's shining down. The more I play this, the more excited I am for Alan Wake 2. That comes out in 6 days from the time we're recording this. Oh no, the moon went behind the clouds. Going the wrong way. I feel like this is the kind of game that wouldn't let me go the wrong way for too long. I could be wrong though.
Danny had stepped out, but what stumbled back in was something else. Something alien. A monster. Walter tried to kill it, first with his fists, then a chair. It wouldn't die. Instead, it kept coming, unaffected by the beating it had taken. After Walter managed to kick it down the cellar stairs, fear took over. He ran, got behind the wheel,
I don't know
gunned
who
the
Danny
engine.
and Walter are.
The booze wouldn't make him forget, but he knew he had to try.
Did I really run all the way up here just for some flares and main script page? Okay. I guess technically I did go the wrong way. I stand corrected. The game absolutely let me do the wrong thing. Birds. I knew I saw Thermos out here. At least they aren't dogs like in Resident Evil. Got my ass kicked by birds. hit as I got here. Alright. So we need to veer left this time. Right towards the bad guys.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Cool. There's gonna be some shenaniganry here and there. Simply hit the wrong button to dodge. I didn't even realize there was a bunch of lights around here. Could turn them all on. How am I supposed to go? This way.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
Foreshadowing or spoilers? Which do you take that to be? healing power of the light. Guess towards the light is the best option here.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole.
She's right.
He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Yeah, because he's an asshole. He's even bigger asshole than Alan Wake is. Give me all the things. Thank you. It's amazing we got cell phones
Hello?
out here.
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. It keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. It's something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
That bit kind of hit home a little bit, because when I was at the worst of my mental health woes, before Chelsea and I broke up, she used to say that she could tell when I wasn't me, that like when I was in the thick of it, that it wouldn't be me looking out for my eyes, and that oh my god, that like hit home. We got more batteries, or we're batteried out? Okay. Pick up all the ammo we can get here. That was kind of spooky, because you don't expect them to come running in here in a safe haven like this. Like you're supposed to feel safe. But yeah, the whole looking out from your eyes bit. Whew.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way.
So we're going to start fighting
when I turned
inanimate
my flashlight
objects
on
that have been
it shook in a
tainted
dark
by shadow.
rage before it flew at me again. I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
So somewhere along here, we're going to get attacked by a possessed pipe. That's not it. That's not the possessed plant that's attacking us.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Dodge that wheelbarrow. Enough of you, animate objects. Go to hell. That was funny. Thank goodness I wrote about it before.
I slammed the door
could
shut
find the
right in
story
his
page.
smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Oh no. Who does Alan let die?
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess
Better
anything,
flashlight.
and it was getting closer.
Got a better flashlight now. Have to fight the bulldozer soon, I bet. Flares are a damn godsend at times. Yeah, that's not the most helpful hint at this point. Whoever keeps writing the glow-in-the-dark paint messages. Like, I'm aware at this point that I can hurt them in the light. Been at it a minute. Night Springs? Yeah, Night Springs. So excited.
Our existence for granted. unaware that they are merely a
Love Night
thin
Springs.
veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, A Family Occasion. Journalist Alvin Durleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Durleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Durleth.
Well, I guess that's the least I... What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss. The dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young. All shall glory.
Oh, gross.
Shh, darling. Be calm. Shh.
Alvin Durleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. Night Springs.
That was one of the lamer ones, but I still love them. Still my favorite. Whoop. Pick up manuscript page.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
No, I don't like falling from far above. What the fuck? Bulldozer fight! goodness we're playing on baby-ass baby mode, you know? Makes encounters like that much easier. Not nearly as difficult as they could be. Vehicle. Make sure there's no more. Gonna drive again. It's gonna be a cutscene this time.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
Look, got a little frame ratey there. Did you see that? Just
The coal mine wasn't far now.
Well, framey, as they say.
Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
What? Is that a... I don't believe that's an expression, Alan.
Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
I don't know about textbook. Oh, man. Come on, push it over. Alright, I guess we're hoofing it.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big-shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks,
yeah, call him
I know
out,
I'm not
Ken.
being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson.
Hill. these cars.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Matt.
I'm actually surprised this doesn't have a photo mode. Like, I'm surprised they didn't add that to it. Oh, it literally counts the number of can pyramids you knock over. Signs found.
I think love's where you look for it. And you do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or heck, childish even? Hey, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection is limited to what's essentially
I wonder why X turns it around and looks behind me. Manuscript page. Yes.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
I mean, not that I needed motivation to not like the kidnapper, but... Can't drive that car, so let's go back to our little hatchback here. Hey, we found the coal mine. Visitor parking.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Multi-ethnic coal mine. According to the sign.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Not for anything good at all.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me.
He's got anger issues.
I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Maybe the darkness got him, dude.
Wake.
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by
want
you.
to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill it.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
I hate to do this again in another episode, but I gotta piss, and I'm thirsty, so I need to get some water. So I'll be back in just a second. Fun time to realize that I forgot to put water in the fridge after I finished the last jug. So lemonade it is. Pancreas, please forgive me. It's not too terribly sugary.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
How do I get hurt by random objects popping up? Like, they're not even, like, being used as a weapon by the bad thingy. Darkness. Just shit I kick up into the air and get hurt by. Brilliantly done, Alan.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all,
Goddamn, I've
she
been
made
there
the words
before.
flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
I have been there before. Chronically unhappy, and then you meet somebody and you're just so in love. But then your mental health issues catch up with you and it all falls apart. Despite your best intentions. Guys, leave me alone. Okay, that didn't work. I'll do better next time, okay? Use flares instead. Come on, guys, get in close. I need you getting close. I feel like the red barrel should explode when I shoot them. Bested by the environment there a little bit. Stop trying to kill me with objects, game. I would appreciate that. It's all very uncalled for. Very clever, guys, locking the door behind me like that. Oven? It is an oven, technically. That's the oven. It's still in there. There's two things. Two things are trying to get me. I really did forget all about the inanimate object bit. And how annoying that is.
What the hell?
So we gotta get in the car and drive real fast? Is that what's going on?
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Okay. I missed that. The opposite of what I normally do. Turn the lights off. look like punk kids, to be honest. Hold on, I gotta fix this. I really hate the placement of the microphone jack on the Xbox One. It makes it so easy to fuck with its connection. Yeah, you said that one already. You can repeat painted messages now. Like, for whatever reason, my audio is suddenly cutting in and out.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him. Toilet paper. There go the lights. There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
You don't think so? You really don't think so? You don't think the power company uses flashbangs from time to time? That is satisfying to do that to them. I don't know why. I don't know why it's so satisfying to take them down, but it is. It's like shooting zombies, I guess. But zombies that you have to shine a flashlight on first.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell.
I'm gonna get
Barrett
arrested.
stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged
Fucking
as he
love the
gloated.
use of author
Well,
names as insults.
I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal
Run, but
agent.
you can't hide, H.P. Lovecraft. Oh, I fucking love it. Birds, no. There's a thermos up there. Got it. Woo! We did it. And we're going here to get the safety chest thingy. Much appreciated. Oh, fuck. We've reached that point of the game, I guess, where every time I go into one of those things, I gotta fight somebody on the other side of it. It's okay, though. It's okay. Shotgun? I do have a shotgun still. How's it? Does it need to be reloaded? Let's go ahead and reload. Everything that needs to be reloaded. Let's reload. Excuse me.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Upgraded shotgun. Fantastic.
dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
It doesn't like the kidnapper either.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
As someone who used to work working overnight has been linked to all sorts of health problems. It's in part what led to me having diabetes. Because it was, well, one, it was hard to find real food. A lot of vending machine eating. But then also on top of that, like just being up all night is not natural, not good for us. Would not recommend. Oh cool, I'm out of ammo for that, so now I have to use the shotgun. Don't you dare freak out on me, weird thing. Inching forward.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Shit. I was ready to dodge it right as it popped. Anything in here? Nope.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on.
Yeah, something to hit.
There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
It's like I missed a page. We did it! We jumped across. Successfully. Please be ammo somewhere. I mean, I've got shotgun ammo, but I would like to restock the revolver. Lots of batteries. Good old coffee thermos. don't seem to burn through the flashlight batteries as readily as they expect me to. Ammo, on the other hand. Inanimate objects simply by hiding behind posts. I feel like I did that a lot in Control also. I had to deal with giant objects flying at me and not getting hit by them. It's a thing Remedy likes to do, I think. Thinks. Could really use some handgun ammo. Have I got any? Almost killed me. Yeah, you can't get past that. Is that what you call that? Encountering one? Got a key. To what? I'm not sure. This door?
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
That's one of my favorite ones when he's like at the camera. Ammo? I have more shotgun ammo. I still like, what was that? Oh, don't worry, it's just me going crazy. A good line.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
I'm almost there.
Birds.
Circle back, I can't tell. Birds. Kind of felt that was coming. That felt obvious. You know, a possessed wheelbarrow, are you? Tunnels go to Cauldron Lake, huh? I don't like that at all. of being whispered to. Stop it. I don't like that. Stop it.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
That's new.
Alice? I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here. The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard. So this was the right way out, I think. Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
I hate that there's pages that you can only get by playing on the hardest difficulty. That's bullshit. I must have said nonsense and bullshit together. None bullshit. I think keeping the shotgun was the right idea. For now, anyway. Until I'm out of shotgun ammo and don't have the hunting rifle with me. I legitimately don't remember being in a mine at any point in this game, so it's been long enough that there are large portions of this game, probably fully 3/4 of it, I don't remember. Like, I remembered the bulldozer fight. I remembered going to the radio station and running from the police. I remember the diner. As I said, I didn't remember any of the driving bits. Shut up, refrigerator.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
You think? You think, Alan? You think the machinery could help? That seems pretty likely, doesn't it? Here. That's a couple of bad guys. Should do it. Yeah, I legitimately did not remember being in a mine ever in this game. So this whole sequence was new. Here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's obviously where I'm supposed to go. At least according to video game rules. It hit me with opposition, so that means I'm supposed to go down, so let's go up.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Gonna say that dialogue was pretty terrible. Nicely done, Al. Good job. We're on a comeback tour, baby. Terrible dialogue. Not that I can write better. Dialogue's tough. I'm being critical of it, but also understanding that like dialogue is hard as fuck to write.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
The last one didn't go so long. Legitimately hate cable cars. At least everything that go wrong. I'll try to make mine here. Okay. We're off to the races.
Shit.
My thoughts exactly, Al. Yeah, got some ammo. There, I did 2 of them. I hadn't been paying near enough attention to the fact that there was multiple of those in the game. I wonder if there's an achievement for those. Has to be, right? Oh, of course. It's spooky time. guns that you want me to so badly. Made the smart choice because it's given me hunting rifle ammo. Cauldron Lake, huh? It's been a longer episode. We're at over 2 hours now. Ow, come on. Come on, man. You're good at it. You got this. You got this, sir. I've been known to play video games from time to time. Where is it? There it is. Well, shit. This is not here we go. Alright. Is this way, maybe? Go up? What the hell, Bobby? Got the stuff. Aha! I missed it. There it is.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he had found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Good thing he didn't kick it, because it would have exploded into splinters. Sometimes all Al doesn't know is his own strength. Could have brought the whole mountain. The whole mountain down doing that. No door here. What is this? I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? Talk to me on the TV. Who the fuck is Tom? Really gonna give me shotgun ammo after I gave up the shotgun? Okay. Alright. I see how it is. Okay, be ready for this. I wonder. Stuck. Holy shit, was I ever stuck? Okay. It's the worst we've done thus far. Kinda wish I'd kept the shotgun. Why are you dancing around for? big guys will just destroy you. So target the big guys first. Target the big guys first, Chad. Big guys first. Then the little fellas. So get rid of the two big guys, I can handle the little fellas. Got that loaded. Have a chance to read it. Oh, okay. Now we can clear this gap, huh? Writings or an apothermos. It only took, what, 3 tries there to get through that nightmare? It's the most I've died at any point in this game.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
That's gotta be the lodge, where the doctor's thing is.
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him,
near
but
white
my
trash.
arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
So we missed 2 pages earlier on. Earlier on.
Wait! Are you? Wait!
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! I'm sorry. Please, wait! The boss didn't know who to mess with. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. We don't have to fight. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make a play ball. You see? They got it writing for us. Please! Please! Oh! I'm sorry! Please don't hurt me! Ah!
episode will begin with us waking up in the lodge, no doubt. There we go. That's the end of the episode. All right. That's going to be it for Alan Wake tonight as I record these. That end of episode 3. Quit to menu so we don't see any more than we have to. I'm going to see what that achievement was I got there when I beat the things and the killed 4 taken with a single shot from the flare gun. Come one, come all. That's what that was. Okay. Alright, so that was episode 3 of Alan Wake. I think there's 5 episodes total. We'll pick up with 4 shortly. And you can enjoy it at your leisure since we're not doing this live. It's just being uploaded to YouTube. I'm going to take a quick break and I'll record something else. Doesn't matter to you, though. This isn't live. I keep forgetting I'm not live streaming. I'll see you next time. Check all the words beneath the video, and you'll find links to our social medias. Like, follow, subscribe. As I've talked about at length, we'll get back to live streaming as soon as we can, as soon as Spectrum cooperates. But until then, this is how we're doing things. So I'll see you next time. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Follow the links, please.